Zanzibar is a semi-autonomous archipelago within the United Republic of Tanzania. Like much of the country, Zanzibar suffers from high levels of infant and maternal mortality, an inadequate education system, and limited access to clean water. Almost half of the population endures extreme poverty.
The UN is here to help, working with the revolutionary government and the people of Zanzibar to reduce poverty and ensure basic social services for all, ultimately contributing to the fulfillment of human rights. In Zanzibar, UN agencies have pooled their expertise and resources and are delivering as one, achieving maximum impact at reduced costs across 9 program areas. 6 UN agencies have set up a sub-office in Zanzibar, one of the few joint UN offices worldwide. Through this sub-office, agencies are able to work closely with partners and better coordinate their initiative to achieve real results for the people of Zanzibar.
Some of the highlights to date across the 9 programs include: under the Economic Growth Programme, the competitiveness of farmers' cooperatives in Zanzibar was enhanced with improved income secured. This was achieved through services to members relating to finance, marketing, access to inputs and support to add value to their products.
The UN helps a lot in our cooperation. For example, you get the materials, knowledge. From this, our sons and daughters are now helping themselves. Now, the business itself, or the whole function of life is very sustainable now.
Towards improved labour relations, the UN supported the establishment of a dispute handling unit, enabling effective management of labour disputes through mediation and arbitration. Since its formation, a total of 95 complaints have been successfully resolved. Under environment and climate change, a low-carbon and resource-efficient development path has been advanced through the establishment of renewable energy-based business centres using a mix of technologies including solar, biogas and gasification. In education, the Zanzibar vocational education and training policy was reviewed, developing local capacity to undertake strategic policy analysis. Follow-up will enhance equitable access and quality vocational education and training. Further, in-service teacher education and training modules have been developed in science and maths and rolled out to primary schools for improved teacher capacities and learning in these 2 core subjects. In health and nutrition, Zanzibar's progress towards reduced maternal, newborn and child mortality 2015 targets was accelerated, following abolition of user fees for maternal care, delivery of critical equipment and training. All 43 health facilities now contain newborn resuscitation equipment with a critical mass of district trainers secured.
The UN support to the college is very high and is helping us tremendously, especially by renovation of the new skill lab, which is needed for the curriculum competence base, and also the equipment and supply that we got, together with the learning and teaching materials at the library with the new books.
Safe cold storage capacity has been established in strategic sites, enabling the introduction of 2 new vaccines to reduce child mortality due to diarrhea and pneumonia. Salt iodization and breastfeeding has been promoted to alleviate malnutrition, whilst more than 2,000 children with severe acute malnutrition have received treatment.
The UN support has been really grateful, or has had a significant contribution in the malaria control in this country. When it comes to human resource development, the capacity building, training, development of guidelines for malaria, implementation, all these are being supported by the United Nations.
Under the HIV/AIDS programme, 10 hotels in Zanzibar have established HIV workplace programmes, with rollout to the entire tourism industry agreed. Targeting the youth, HIV awareness has also been promoted through life skills education and support for youth-friendly services. In social protection, men and religious leaders have been sensitised on gender-based violence, whilst police gender and children's desks as well as one-stop centres for victims have been established.
The UN system has supported us in the fight against gender-based violence and violence against children.
Under water sanitation and hygiene, school wash guidelines and toolkits were successfully piloted in 13 schools, resulting in improved school wash services to over 30,965 children and 577 teachers. Under the governance programme, the Zanzibar House of Representatives was supported so that they could effectively carry out their legislative mandate, including conduct of public hearings, executive oversight and budget deliberations.
UN has supported the House in several areas. It has purchased books for the library. It also has provided us some buses for the working with the committee. It has also provided some facilities for capacity building for members of the House. In all, it has done a lot to improve the House performance.
The UN has promoted women's leadership, resulting in some 185 women contesting in constitutional district councils, with 61 women winning seats.
The UN has been supporting the women legislators in the House by capacity building, building skills, leadership skills, and also giving them knowledge on women international affairs that has built confidence in them, and so that they can represent other women in their constituencies.
The UN is supporting a comprehensive legal reform agenda that aims to enhance the capacity of the justice system to deal with children in contact with the law and increase access of the vulnerable groups to the justice system.
With the UN support, we are building the capacity on legal system on how to deal with the children.
Through community radios, people, especially the youth, were empowered to share their views and exchange information on topics that affect their daily lives, promoting informed decision-making and greater respect for human rights, gender and cultural diversity. Under support for emergencies and disaster response, a Zanzibar food reserve has been established and stocks pre-positioned, while disaster simulation exercises have been undertaken to test guidelines and coordination mechanisms for better preparedness. The partnership between the revolutionary government of Zanzibar and the UN is crucial towards achieving the Millennium Development Goals.
The people of Zanzibar have expressed their vision of a future where education is a right and is a means out of poverty, when all voices are heard and where diversity is celebrated. I, therefore, would like to reiterate the importance of the partnership between the United Nations and the revolutionary government of Zanzibar, and the assurance of our continued commitment to that partnership.
UN agencies under the umbrella of Delivering as One and in close partnership with the government is providing strategic, transformative assistance to bring a real improvement in the lives of Zanzibaris.